If everyone is ready, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome the men's singles semi-finalist, the first player up on court. Please join me in welcoming Wong Hong Kim. And going up against Kim in the men's singles semi-finals, the second semi-finals we are witnessing today at the Panas Malaysia Open 2025. Make some noise for Giang Trịnh. Your match official for today will be Steve. Steve, over to you.
Prayers, 2 minutes. Highest position, please. Time. Time. Game one. 0-0. Point. One, 0. Side out. Zero, 1. Side out.
Right, welcome to men's semi-finals singles action here at the Panas Malaysia Open. Hong Kit Wong.
Point.
Screen, fierce forehand up against Trịnh. The winner of this will face off against India's
2-0.
Vanchik Kapadia.
Side out.
Shot there from Trịnh. And my name's Sanch Carter. I'm joined in the booth here with the lovely Sarah Bird. Thanks for joining us again this evening.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great. I've had a good flavour of different athletes coming through this evening, and I'm not sure if it's the nice air conditioning and cool drinks up in the broadcast area, or but no, thanks for jumping in and sharing a little bit of your insight here into this men's semi-final.
It's a pleasure to be here and to see the men. They've worked so hard today through another warm day and lots of matches to come out and play their semi-final singles match.
2-0. Side out.
Oh, incredible cat and mouse game there. Trịnh coming out with that one.
0-2. Side out.
So you have noticed that Wong does love that sort of cat and mouse
2-0.
game coming forward to the kitchen line. So I'm expecting to see much more of that as this match progresses.
Point. Three, 0.
He's finding all the angles this evening, Sanj.
Yeah, and he's no stranger to championship matches on the PPA Tour. You see a couple of gold medals on the PPA Tour Australia, so he'll be very, very keen to grab the very first PPA Pickleball Tour Asia gold medal in singles. It is his #1 discipline. It's the one he probably cares about most. Actually, I think he loves all of them, let's be honest, but it's the one that he's probably most accomplished at.
And he's had a solid start right here. He's up 5-0 in the first game.
Yeah, it's really sharp. He was sitting on the bench in their last match, just helping the ladies through, and really good to see that, and just being around the arena and staying focused and sharp. He's played some matches already out here on championship court, so he'll feel pretty comfortable out here at the 9 Pickle championship court. You see him just keeping those legs moving, hey? Like, I mean, it's been a big week, as you mentioned. Doesn't take much to sit down and seize up.
Yeah, that's right. And just his style of play, he's just all over the shop. He's so agile. And then I'm not sure if you noticed in one of the previous points, but he sort of looked like he was going to hang back. And then when Jian Tring's head was down, he like snuck up like a ninja, and he's at that line.
Yeah, very, very good athlete, very quick on his feet, and that's
15
something that really
seconds.
impressed me, just the
Timeout
stability when he
remaining.
does get
Receiver
to that ball,
1.
even if he's in a very
Server
awkward
2.
looking position, he's still stable and being able to make really, really good shots.
Yeah, it's a true talent to be able to do that on the move.
Time 5-0. Side out.
Oh, commentator's curse.
0-5.
And Trịnh gets his first point on the board here. Has to feel good for the soul.
Yeah, it's always that good relief, hey, the shoulders relax a little bit and you just got to off that dreaded donut or 0. It's
1-5.
gonna go, okay, well now we can start to tick that scoreboard over.
And Trịnh just holding that ball a little bit, just keeping Jack guessing.
Well, you have to do that. I mean, he's just so good. You can't just pop that ball in. I mean, that's why both
2-5.
these guys are at the semi-final stage.
Absolutely, you can't advertise where you're about to hit the shot. You really do have to hold it to the last minute.
And again, that one could have easily just fired that up the line, keeping Jack very, very honest, and then good enough to throw that into the cross court.
We have a timeout call by Jack Wong here.
Interesting, he's maybe just sensed a little momentum,
Timeout,
and thought, I don't want
receiver.
him to come into this game at
3-5.
all. So again, this is the first of our semi-finals with singles. Tomorrow we'll kick off semi-finals for gender doubles and mixed before we go into our medal matches in the afternoon. So Sarah, I know we'll be seeing you tomorrow, so tell us a little bit about your first experience here at the PPA Pickleball Tour Asia.
Yeah, it's been an amazing tournament so far. I've just really enjoyed all the facility, all the lovely people that we've met, some new people, some people we've met in other countries and other adventures.
Receiver 1,
And yeah, having such a
server
great
1.
time, and really proud to be in the
Time.
women's semi-final tomorrow.
3-5.
That's it, fantastic. And with your teammate Nicola Schumann, who's on a potential Triple Crown run, which let's be a first for Nicola at the PPA Tour level anyway.
Absolutely. I said it to her yesterday. I said, we've got to go get you that Triple Crown. So we're doing our best.
How nice is it when you can just help out your teammate?
Yeah, do it for your teammate. A bit of extra motivation.
And obviously her mixed partner too, Van, she
4-5.
covered on a Triple Crown run too. You don't often see that, so I'm sure both of their friends, families and fans will be cheering extensively.
Absolutely.
But right now
Side
it's
out.
Jack Wong, who's wanting to book his spot into a gold medal game tomorrow afternoon.
It's a good run there by Trịnh to get a few more points on the board.
5-4.
Oh, that ball just drifting wide for Jack Wong.
Side out.
We mentioned about Jack Wong's ability to just sort of be almost cat-like jump, but Jian Tring, again, super light on his feet, very,
4-5.
very fast into those last moves to close that ball down.
And very stable as well.
Side out.
That one not quite grabbing the baseline as he would have liked.
You do have to have a few of those in the budget, I think, for singles. You do need a deep serve, hard serve as well. So you are going to make some errors, but they will
5-4.
also give you weaker returns. So you do need to go for the serve.
Side out.
Good get there by Jack Wong, but it just didn't quite trickle over the net that time.
And good little change of pace there from Trịnh, just look at the wrist, trying to absorb a little bit of that ball.
4-5.
Oh, that one just kissing the net tape.
Yeah, it's the kind of lucky one in the semi-final. Hey.
Yeah, as long as it evens out. It's always very
5-5.
frustrating when it's one-sided, but if the net chords are sort of even, it's a little bit easier to deal with.
Side out. Five. Point.
There's a lovely deep return there by Jian Trinh, but he just wasn't able to capitalise on it quite. Just pushing the next volley wide.
6-5.
And a timeout, yeah. A couple of quick errors in succession, so I like the
receiver.
timeout call here
1
by
minute.
Jian Trinh.
Absolutely, because he had all the momentum going his way. He made some really good passing shots and starting to look a little bit more dominating at the kitchen line.
So it's all Jack Wong at the moment with a 2-point lead. Looking to round out this first game.
Fifteen seconds. Timeout remaining. Receiver 0, server 1. Time 7-5. Side out.
Looks like it was a good timeout for Jian Trinh there, getting the quick side out.
5-7. Side out.
Bit of a funky bounce on that ball for Jian Trinh, unfortunately.
Seven, 5.
Really scrappy point there by Jack Wong. He worked hard for that one. Just hitting one more ball pays dividends for him there.
Eight, 5. Ball's out. Point. Nine, 5.
Oh, that's
Side out.
drifting well long for Jack Wong. Another opportunity here for
5-9.
Jian Trinh to get another few points on the board.
Side out.
Good work by Jack Wong there, pushing Jian Trinh well wide and making it really difficult for him to come forward to the kitchen.
Nine, 5. Point.
And here we are at game point. First game here for Jack Wong.
10, 5. Net. 10, 5.
Really
Side
measured
out.
play there by Trinh to stay in that point. Made really great decisions there, not overhitting, just moving Jack around. Really important side out there for Trinh.
Yeah, that's it. You still want to make him earn that one. You don't want to
5-10.
pretend too quick and just run away enough to sort of even create hesitation coming into game 2.
Oh, it's just had so many
Side out.
unlucky net calls in this game already.
And you just hope that sort of just turns your way in game 2. You're like, if he's got it all this time, maybe then in game 2.
Surely. Another game point here for Jack Wong.
Ten five.
And
Side
again, a
out.
really well constructed point there by Trịnh. He didn't overhit. He worked with bigger margins and managed to get the side out there. But the side out's not going to do it for him. He needs to get some more points on the board
5-10.
here.
Side out.
So we've got
Timeout.
Jack Wong here calling an offensive timeout on
5-10.
serve. So he's had
1
two
minute.
attempts here to close out this game 1 and hasn't been successful. So I do like this timeout call. Time for him to just regather his thoughts, rehydrate, and then think long and hard about how he's going to construct this point to end game 1. Getting that little bit closer to the gold medal match tomorrow afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, that's it.
15
Sarah, you
seconds.
can probably tell us a little bit about
Timeout
the
remaining.
opponent that the
Server,
gentleman that
0.
win here is going to face.
Receiver,
You know,
0.
Banshik obviously a little better. He's played on your MLP team, the Gold Coast Glory. So what sort of assets or
Time.
these guys going to have to face when they come up against
10
Banshik?
Well,
5.
Vanchik's known as the magician, so he's got lots of trick shots, no look shots. He's very agile. So, and there we have it. So Jack Wong has managed to do it on his 3rd attempt there, getting game 1 in this
Change,
men's
gentlemen.
singles
2
semi-final.
minutes.
Yeah, great work there from Jack. And I like the resistance so from Giang. He didn't just give it to him easy. He used his timeouts. He made him absolutely earn that match point, and sometimes that's just enough to kind of give you a little bit of hope into game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a little bit of a slow start, I think, for Trịnh, but so I think he might come out firing in game 2. He really wants this win as well. So, honestly, when they were at the kitchen line, they were quite even. You know, whoever made it to the kitchen and established themselves there were winning most of the exchanges. So it's just getting either really good approach shot, cutting off some angles, and then working each other around. And let's see what happens in game 2.
Again, for all the pickleball fans out there, tomorrow we'll be heading to a Championship Sunday. Start in the morning with our semi-finals. Have mixed doubles, men's doubles and our women's doubles before we roll into our gold medal matches. So it's going to be an absolutely great afternoon. See all this, man, there's some talent. I'm looking at these draws, Sarah, and you can see just talent scattered all the way through. So it's going to be an incredible day. We'll be crowning the very first PPA Tour Asia medalists. You only get to be first once when you're at the absolute start of a tour. So it'll be interesting to see who will it be. Our gold medalist for the Panas Malaysia Open, and the first to get those top points on the board for the tour as well.
Absolutely. I'm excited for tomorrow. So many amazing matches to come.
Here we go. We've got the shirt change.
Game
You see
2.
the game change.
0-0. Side out.
It's so funny how people can look so different in different colour. He almost looks like a different athlete there, from the red to the dark pink, wearing his
0-0.
flag on the back proudly. A little misfire there from Jack
Yeah.
Wong. You don't see that very often. That's my specialty.
There's been lots of outfit changes over the course of the day, particularly with the gentlemen with these
0-0.
hot, humid conditions.
I was having a little conversation with George Wall yesterday, who we'll see tomorrow in the men's
Side
semi-final.
out.
He said often his luggage goes back about 3 or 4 kilos heavier just because it's full of sweat.
Yeah, true.
0-0.
incredible play there by Jack Wong.
Point.
It was like a third shot drop clinic there, Sand. He was hitting drop after drop. Just wasn't finding the one that he was quite happy to come forward on it until he must have hit 10 drops then, 15 maybe.
It's so good. It's so different to the women's semi-final that we saw. I think we had one drop for the whole match. So it's great to see the gentlemen
1-0.
using that full range of the skill set.
Yeah, just a completely different style of singles here, which is interesting.
Point. Two zero.
And a great
Side
put away
out.
there by Trịnh. Another side out here.
Zero two. Side out. Two zero.
And a dink winner, Sands. We do love that, seeing that, particularly in a singles match. It's not always about baseline power. Although Jack Wong is quite capable from the baseline as well, but it's interesting to see this style of play. Really patient play, he's not rushing anything. He's quite happy and comfortable hanging back a little bit in that transition zone until he's comfortable to come forward and pounce.
Side out.
Wasn't able to get a little bit of love from the net, so maybe that's that little bit of net love that luck that just can swing back the other way.
0-3.
Sure, it's welcomed by Trịnh at this point. Down 0-3 in game 2.
Point.
Point on the board. It's go time for Trịnh now. He needs to use that rare error from Jack Wong. Build, get that momentum.
1-3.
Oh, and that one's just wide for Trịnh. Went for the passing shot there.
Side out. Three one. Point. Four one. Side out.
So it's another side out here for Trịnh. He's needing to get some points on the board.
1-4.
Game's starting to slightly slip away. Oh, an exceptional point by both gentlemen. So Trịnh with a really great, well-constructed point there, moving Jack Wong all over the court. He had him on full stretch, and Jack was just getting to everything. A great play there from Trịnh. That has to be good for the soul, good for the confidence, building that little bit of momentum.
2-4.
And there we have it, another point on the board. I think we might have a little bit of a momentum shift here, Sanj Carter. Will we see a timeout by Jack Wong? Yes, we do.
Timeout. 3-4. Receiver. 1 minute.
Yeah, no surprise. He's got his eyes on that final prize, but you know, closing up a little bit of momentum from Gian. He's like, I don't want getting too close. I'd rather see that gap.
Absolutely,
break out.
and especially because the points that he's lost, one of them was an exceptional point. He actually played incredible. Like he's going side to side, forward, back, all over the court, getting to everything, and so he's actually playing exceptionally well. And so to be not winning the points right now, all he can do right now is break that momentum of Trịnh. So I like this timeout.
Yeah, like, he's definitely moving around the court a lot. I've noticed on both timeouts, adjusting that right shoe, taking it off, really tightening that up, and the way he moves around the court, I'm not surprised. Just making sure all his equipment is dialed in. Going for a shirt change as well.
15 seconds. Timeout remaining. Receiver 1, server 2.
The way he was sliding around the court, he'll be after a new set of shoes, I believe, by the end of this weekend.
Time.
Burning through that tread. Love to know what his step count is right about now.
Free fall.
Oh, and an incredible passing shot there by Trịnh. Just a full send, big snap of the wrist right at the end, just curling that ball back in and just inside the line. And we're all tied up at 4-4 in game 2.
4-4. Side out.
And Jack Wong finding the line this time, the baseline there. Such a tough ball to hit when it's right under your feet. You're sort of half trying to judge whether the ball's in or out and make a shot selection at the same time. So easy mistake there for Trịnh. Great court coverage there by Jack Wong again. Shows how important it is to just keep making balls. Make them hit one more.
Five ball.
Exceptional play there by Jack Wong. He's having a lot of success getting the drop to the backhand of Trịnh and then coming forward off of that and moving him around. So it's a pattern that's working for him now. I'm sure he'll keep using it while it's working.
Especially down that backhand side, and you see the eyes
Time
on the
out,
drop from
receiver.
Gian, and then Jack's actually sort of pouncing in, as you said.
6-4,
as
1
those eyes
minute.
come off. So it's quite clever. I wonder if he's in a bit of trouble with that shoe again, just fixing that shoe
Shoe's
up.
coming off.
Just on that right foot.
It's important to get the equipment right. Footwork's just so important, particularly in singles, so you've got to get everything dialed in.
Fifteen seconds. Timeout remaining. Server 1, receiver 1. Time.
So Jack Wong's just skipped away a little bit of a lead again here. 2-point lead at 6-4 in game 2. He's just slowly edging that
6-4.
little bit closer to the gold medal match.
Side out.
Trịnh says no on this occasion. He's not out of it yet. Just 2 points can be made up so quickly, Sanj, especially in singles. So another little momentum run here, and he's right back into this
4-6.
game.
There's that momentum you talked about.
Absolutely held it and then flicked it across at the last moment. He's had a bit of success with that, just holding it just that little bit longer.
Five, 6. Point.
We're all tied up again here at 6-6.
Six, 6.
Great side out there for Jack Wong. Pulling that ball well into the Trịnh backhand. Forcing the error and getting the ball back in hand.
6, 6.
And it's Trịnh that's commanding that kitchen line at the moment.
Not out.
Another side out here. He's looking to build. He's definitely stepped up his level in the last sort of 10 minutes, I'd say, of play.
Yeah,
Really
6,
showing
6.
that he wants that spot in the gold medal match. It's not going to make it easy for Jack Wong here.
Point.
The point on the board is skipping ahead.
It's the first time in the match now that we've seen Giang Trịnh in the lead.
7, 6. Side out. Six. I will record the score. 6, 7.
Jack all but conceded that
Side
point,
out.
realising that he was just well out of position and not much he could do there. Honestly, looked like maybe conserving energy.
No blame at all for that.
7, 6.
Oh, and a fantastic blistering passing shot there by Trịnh.
Again, both the Trịnh
Time out,
matches so
receiver.
far getting through to the spot Sarah. He did win
8-6,
in
1
2
minute.
games, so he hasn't gone deep in a match yet. He's going to have to do that to get over Jack Wong here. He was victorious in his quarterfinal over Marco Leung, 7-3 in that occasion. And his first round match over Lucas Pascoe was a 0-3. So he started absolute blistering form coming through. Probably one of the lesser known athletes out of that group when you look at that, the listing of the men's singles. So really good to see him just absolutely bringing it here. And I think sometimes that's an advantage for some players, isn't it? When they don't have that high seed or they have got all the expectations sitting on them, they can kind of sneak under the radar a little bit.
He's doing it right now. He's just sort of snuck back into the second game, and now he has a 2-point lead, and we have Jack Wong on the bench there scratching his head, wondering what he needs to do to take out this second
Time out
game.
remaining.
We did see Jack
0.
adjusting his shoes again, so I'm not
Server
sure
1.
there could be potentially something going on there. I'm not sure if it's an equipment issue, could be a slight injury.
Time.
But
Mountain's been on his feet this week, you know, with the
Correct.
blister or whether it's just
8, 6.
insole or something, just not quite sitting comfortably.
And yeah, he like you said, he moves so much on the court. He hasn't been doing it in the last couple of rallies, so I'm just wondering if there's something brewing there.
Point.
Another point on the board here for Trịnh. Just 2 points away from taking this second game and forcing game 3.
9, 6.
Good hustle there by
Side
Jack
out.
Wong, and an important side out for him here.
6-9. Point.
There's a point on the board for Jack Wong. We're finding here is that we're getting
7-9.
very few like clean passing shot winners. They're usually sort of errors, like volley errors, if anything,
Side
because
out.
they're just both gentlemen are so good at covering the net.
Nine, 7.
Here we see it again.
Point.
Great drive there by Jian Trịnh, earning himself a game point. Second game.
Ten, 7. Side out.
Great side out there by Jack Wong. Managing to come forward and take that kitchen line. Force Jian Trịnh back. He's got his work cut out for him here. Let's try and level this up in game 2.
7-10.
Oh, great play there by Jian Trịnh. It was looking a little bit like a drill session for Jack Wong there, moving the drops from the backhand of Trịnh to the forehand. Wasn't really having any success, wasn't able to move forward, and then it was actually Trịnh who managed to sort of sneak one down Jack Wong's line there, earn himself another game point.
10-7. Side
Little
out.
slap there by Jian Trịnh. He's a little bit frustrated with himself with that choice. So a quick towel off before he prepares for this
7-10.
point. Painting
Side out.
lines there with the volleys deep into the court there for Trịnh. Earning himself yet another game point. See Trịnh getting fired up.
10-7.
And a clean winner will do it for Trịnh.
11-7.
The finger wag.
There we go. It
Switch
was
in.
good
2
turn.
minutes,
And
players.
I'm surprised we are going to a third game.
What a turnaround for Trịnh. He was looking a little like sort of not quite there in that first game, just missing a few shots. And he's really turned the tables on Jack Wong here. He knows exactly, like Jack's been attacking that backhand side at the kitchen, but he's sort of closed that gap. He's sort of not making Jack that comfortable in that spot, like trying to hit into that spot. You can see Jack Wong starting to move to those drops to the forehand, but Trịnh's just covering that whole net area well, so there's not really any holes.
Yeah, it can make it really tough, and after you see that momentum when the player that wins that game too can carry it on, but you know Jack's an absolute professional in terms of his competitiveness. He's getting a little bit of advice there from Marco Leon. And so good to see he's got his support crew there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what little micro adjustments he makes for game 3, because his drops he's not missing the drops. They're not high, they're not attackable, but he's just not able to come in on them. So he's gonna have to make some little adjustments here. So we've got another outfit change here for Trịnh. New set, new shirt. Must be the motto for Trịnh.
Oh, he played so well in that last one. I'd leave that
15
shirt on. That was a good luck shirt.
A little bit superstitious. So what is it going to take
Time.
for game 3 to take this one out, Sanj?
As I said, it's the things who can sort of hold their game plan the best and
Game
adjust to what
3.
their opposition's throwing up
0-0.
and be willing to go the distance.
Oh, and just a beautiful little...
Sign out.
I don't even know what you call that, Sanj Carter. That was incredible. It was like a little scoop. It was like a slow rolling scoop. Let's go with that.
Man, that all spent so much time on the paddle there, just flipped it in behind him. That was
1-0.
really impressive.
That was a work of art.
0-0. Side out.
Drop a little bit short there for Trịnh. So we've got a side out here for Jack Wong.
0-0. Side out.
Very rare drop error there for Jack Wong. It's a tough part with these gentlemen. You're not really going to find a weakness. You're going to find a
0-0.
less scary spot on the court. Just trying to get to that very small, less scary spot.
Side out.
The side out here for Jack Wong, looking to put the first point on the board in game 3. A couple of quick side outs here.
0-0.
Another missed third for
Side
Jack
out.
Wong.
Zero, zero. Point.
And the first point on the board goes to Giang Trịnh in game 3. Had a couple of quick errors from Jack Wong.
1-0.
I'd say I'll be calling a timeout if we see another one in the next rally or two. Just can't afford to let this game 3 slip
Side
away.
out. Zero, one.
Nice work there by
Side
Giang
out.
Trịnh. Pulling Jack Wong all over the court. And again, it seems to be like when he's able to hold that ball on that paddle just for a moment and then change the direction. It's almost got like half an eye on Jack Wong and the other half the eye on the ball.
Yeah,
Incredible
impressive.
play.
1-0.
Good court
Side out.
coverage there by Jack Wong. Not going to give him this game 3. He's going to have to work for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, expect nothing less at semi-final stage, part of the PPA Pickleball Tour Asia.
Zero, one.
Oh, Jack did all the hard work to stay in that point, and it was
Side out.
just a little bit too soft on his little drop shot there. But again, just a great point by both gentlemen.
Side out.
An unfortunate miss serve there for Trịnh. And another opportunity here for Jack Wong to get his first point on the board in game 3. Start building his attack.
0-1.
Trịnh. And a change of strategy there from Jack Wong. He missed a couple of third drops, so he's changed to a drive, maybe just for a few points, I'm assuming, just till he gets that confidence back in that shot. He's got that first point on the board. It's the great thing about a player like Jack Wong. He's got so many tools in his kit, so he can just keep pulling things out as needed. Get the job done. Great work there. Just hanging in there, staying the point, not overhitting. And we've got a bit of emotion from him there too. It's good to see him getting fired up. And
the score is 2-1, 1
we have
minute.
a timeout here by Trịnh. It's been such a long day for these gentlemen, having started their first matches at 8 a.m. It's now 9:45 p.m. so it's been a huge day. It's very mentally taxing, emotionally taxing. So it's good to see these gentlemen using these timeouts as needed. Such a high stakes match, so you don't want to leave anything left behind. Don't want to have any regrets.
No, that's it. And that's the beauty of that single elimination bracket, that pro draw. I mean, Jack's pretty accustomed to that now, playing a lot on the PPA Tour Australia, and again, it just means every match is just absolute cutthroat right from the round of 16. He qualifies all the way through, so again, they can put that experience to use.
15 seconds. Timeout remaining. Receiver 1, server 2. Time.
So we've had a pretty good success rate so far on the timeouts, either earning a side out or a point. Let's see how we go in this exchange. Oh, and a net cord, and then a lovely winner there by Jack Wong. That might be the first time we've had a timeout that didn't result in the positive outcome for the person who called the timeout.
3-1.
Oh, just relentless there by Jack Wong. He's, definitely going for the drives at this point in the match. He's put the drops away for now, and he's going full-on attack here.
But I like that, just a change of tempo, right? He was sort of having a little bit of success, but not really dominating. So going back to what worked for him right back at the start of the game, sort of almost 40 minutes ago, probably forgets that.
Yeah, full send is working for him. Here we go, a couple of quick points on the board. And this is all on the back of a Trịnh timeout as well. So really, really good
5-1.
stretch of points here for Jack Wong.
Side out.
Nice response there by Trịnh. Showing he's still got some fight in him as well.
One 5.
Oh, just a
Side out.
fantastic return there by Jack Wong right into the forehand of Trịnh, making him hit a really difficult drop. Just being able to take time away from your opponent like that just makes the shot that much more difficult to execute.
Side out.
Trim with another side out here. And a 4-point deficit.
1-5.
To turn this side out into a few more points. Get himself back into this match. Oh, and if we went straight ahead, we had Jack Wong diving to the side, and Trịnh went straight forward. That ball. It's a nice change of strategy there.
2-5.
And a missed return there by Jack Wong. It's been such a topsy-turvy match, this game 3.
It really has. Like, we saw that very clear or defined momentum swings in game 1 and game 2, but this one's a little bit all over the place.
I really think it's coming down to fatigue, like mental fatigue, even and physical fatigue too. Oh, just incredible play there, just incredible. We've got Jack working the crowd now.
That's fantastic. That's what you want to do, trying to get some energy from somewhere. As I said, it's been such a long day, these guys are zapped, and that mental fatigue is probably something that a lot of the viewers probably don't even take for granted, but the fact that the decision making and these are the things that sort of fall apart first with that mental fatigue. Great sportsmanship there from Trịnh. A little round of applause on his paddle.
Yeah, it was a fantastic point. And that one's just wide for Jack Wong.
Side out.
So yeah, you can see again, he's really going for those drives. I think it also can come down to like that mental fatigue. Like it's easier sometimes just to slap that ball as a, you know, calculate your angles of all these little drops, and usually because he's hitting 4, 5, 6 drops to kind of set up his attack. Whereas, you know, a drive is a drive.
Just see ball, hit ball.
Correct.
Side out.
Now I'm catching the outside of the line. Extreme precision there from Jack.
5-3.
Oh, incredible coverage of the court, but Giang Trịnh just a little bit too tricky there with his angles. Another side out here. It's really crunch time for both of these gentlemen. They're really just going to have to lock in for the next 10 minutes or so.
3-5.
My goodness. My goodness, Giang Trịnh is on the ground. Somebody call the medic. That was just an insane point. He's after a timeout here. Might need a defibrillator there.
Oh, man.
Just incredible play from both gentlemen.
Exceptional. It just shows that, Patch, if you want to show how the game of pickleball singles should be played and is played, clip that one up. Get that one out to all the fans out there, especially those that say pickleball is not athletic.
Oh, that must have been 4 drop shots saved by Jack Wong in the middle of that point. And then as he's been moved side to side, and then tiny little touch drop shots to be able to retrieve that many balls.
Receiver, 4-5.
And hit such decent shots, not just get to the ball, but actually do something with the ball when you get there. It's just an incredible skill. And for Giang Trịnh to keep his cool, as you can, you know, it's kind of frustrating when you have someone just getting every single ball back, but to be able to kind of hold and steady. And now we've got a clean-up crew here, cleaning up all the sweat.
No surprise, I think the first we've seen them out.
Medical timeout.
And a medical timeout.
Medical timeout for Jack Wong here. I did suspect there might have been something happening with his feet. Could be blisters, maybe from the sweat.
Yeah, he's taking that right shoe off straight away.
Yeah,
there is an issue,
There's
I
something
think,
going
there.
on. Yeah.
no surprise, and athletes are entitled to a medical timeout. They can get 15 minutes. When the medics arrive to treat that, they can take less than that if they wish. We may just need to get strapped up or some sort of buffering there with some blisters or something like this. Again, wouldn't surprise me with just the moisture in the air too, the sweat in the feet, and just
correct.
that almost like
Softens the foot.
abrasion that sort of, it's almost like these get the trench foot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a bout of trench foot there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's looking like he might have some blisters brewing there on the feet. Look away if you're not into feet and you don't want to have to deal with the aftermath of that.
No, I think that one's a good one to go to an ad.
We've got Trịnh also taking his shoes off, is using the opportunity maybe to, cool down.
Well, why not? He knows that Jack's obviously going to get some treatment on that foot. You can see he doesn't even want to stand. That toe side of that right foot is keeping right up in the air. Good on him, though. A bit of hygiene, just putting the flip-flops on. So appreciate that, Jack. What a good man. But again, for Trịnh, like, it's still that same time. So if he needs to use this really, really wisely also. Again, it can be risky when you can sit down for maybe 10 to 12 minutes, or even if it's a few and concentration can break, your own body can start to seize up. Like, he's obviously, I wouldn't be surprised at that point. He's probably not worried too much to having a bit of a break, but...
Absolutely. I had it myself today with Nicola, who called a medical timeout. She's having a few little issues, so I started to feel myself starting to seize up, having that extended break, so I actually pulled Vanchik Kapadia out to come and warm up with me and keep me warm, just to keep everything moving, because there is a danger when you do just stop abruptly.
Yeah, and you can see Jack doesn't even want to sit down. He wants to keep moving. He's just afraid that he may have the same, that sort of start to seize up.
Might have a little bit of cramping as well, potentially. It's pointing to the quads as well. Possibly a few little things going on there. Like we said, it's been really taxing on the body. Such a long day of pickleball. It's good to see the crowd still hanging around. It's late at night to watch the end of this men's singles match.
A bit of the old magic soccer spray. I haven't seen that used on the pickleball court before. I normally see that for the soccer or the football venues as they take a little tumble.
So what are you thinking right now if you're Trịnh and you know you have a opponent who is dealing with some issues, some ailments?
Yeah, it's almost when you almost don't want to look over at your opposition, and you sort of almost got to stay in your own little lane, whether to check on the scoreboard, knowing, and the other thing is he doesn't know what the timing is too. So are you going to be back out in a minute? Is it 2 minutes? I'd love to see him take on a little bit of energy and then just get up, start to walk around, just keep the blood pumping through, because the one thing it will do is if he's got that lactic acid starting to sort of pull in his muscle, he needs the blood flow. So I think that's really, really important to not sit for too long. So I'd love to see him, get those shoes, maybe not even tighten your shoes up yet, but just get up and start moving around. Not really pay much attention to Jack and just be focused on your own thing, because sometimes you start to know if your opponent's got a bit of injury, do I go as hard? Do I have these little hesitations? Am I being, these sort of things. So it's a tough one, especially if players aren't used to it as well. They're not used to these pro matches where you have these 15-minute medical timeouts and these, that's almost as quick as one game sometimes. So I think whichever way it goes here, I think he'll learn a lot from this situation right now.
Correct. So he's sort of looking away. He's not getting too tangled up in what's happening with Jack Wong right now. So he's got some hydration. He's got some nutrition happening. We do hope that Jack Wong is feeling okay and able to continue on in this match. It's looking like he's going to have a little bit more treatment before he gets his shoes back on. There's been a couple of players getting some treatment over the course of the weekend. And generally we see a lot of taping.
And Sarah, let's take a little look at some of their highlights so far. There's been some incredible shots and rallies from both gentlemen. I think we said it too, very traditional singles pickleball play, not just the big power hitting from the baseline. We're seeing a great cat and mouse here, and this is almost the point of the tournament, I think.
Just drop shots and angles, just absolutely incredible play. Oh.
I love that. We normally have a highlights package, but there was a highlights point that went about the same length as a highlights package. Both gentlemen just absolute fire. So I hope their fans and friends have clipped that one up and sent it to the boys, because that was an exceptional point of pickleball. I sort of felt like I almost needed the medic just watching that point, Sarah, the way they moved around.
Absolutely. And no wonder that Jack Wong called the medical timeout directly after that point. You can see he put everything out there. He left nothing on the table. He did everything he could and was not successful in getting that point. And obviously he's got a few things going on, so he's using the treatment. It's like high stakes pickleball here. This is what he's here for, is to make that way to the gold medal match. He wants it badly, so he's doing everything he possibly can to get himself there.
That's it. You start to wonder what's going through his mind right now. It's like, can I continue? What damage am I going to do long term? Does it just need a little treatment and just get some electrolytes in? Will it be all right? Is it just my big toe that's giving me, a bit of grief that's sort of creating that flow-on effect? Where the mind can play a lot of funny tricks, and you've got to find a way. It's still it's a long way in this game 3. They're still fairly delicately poised. Might be a little different if it's sort of 10-5, 10-4.
So we did speak about Trịnh being seated for quite some time now. We'd probably like to see him getting up and moving a little bit, gently, perhaps, just so we don't see him seizing up. We don't want to see any more injuries out of there.
Well, this is the other thing that can happen, and probably not great for the viewers at all. And you see their player, Trịnh, has been sitting there for nearly 10 minutes now. They'll go back out, and then he'll do the same thing. He'll seize up, he'll do something, and then you get another medical timeout called. So you can often, not often, but at times you can see where there's going to be a 30-minute break in play, which is not good for the sport, not good for the viewers, but unless you want to go and refill your drinks and grab some dessert, because we're going to be here for a little while longer.
Yep, correct. It's not over yet.
Right, we're getting towards the end of the medical timeout now, and see Jian Trịnh now starting to just get those legs moving a little bit. Shoes are tied up. He's pacing at the baseline. Again, this is a bit difficult here. Again, you mentioned this earlier, Sarah, when your partner Nicola, had to have that medical timeout. You're able to bring someone else in to have a little bit of hit, but see, obviously you don't have teammates there. No one's to come in and help warm him up. I'll be interested to see whether he goes or whether he's just ready to just fire in. Jack's just testing those legs out.
He's just doing some shadow swings there, I noticed, Trịnh, so that's probably the best he can do at the moment. At least he's getting his legs going. Look, he's doing it again. We've got some shadow swings happening.
Yeah, just starting to get that visualization into place.
It's good to see Jack Wong back out there on the court. We've got a loud cheer from the crowd. Shoelaces are tied, extra tight there. He's ready to go.
Time. 4-5.
There we go, Trịnh to bring us back in. Game 3, 4-5.
Side out.
Good side out there for Jack Wong. Looking to extend this lead of just 1 point at the moment.
5-4. Time. 5-4.
Oh, what a winner by Jack Wong there. And he's got the side out change here, so we will have a short timeout here as they change ends.
It's almost interesting they've just had a 15-minute timeout. Now they have a short little one as they go, but I think it'll just be a quick sip of water and move on, keep the body rolling.
It's like a worthwhile medical timeout there for Jack Wong. He's come back out firing.
Time. 6-4.
Nice change of direction
Side
there
out.
for Trịnh, earning himself the side out.
4-6.
Oh, incredible play there by both gentlemen again.
Wow, they just covered every inch of their court. They had those little targets all around. They hit all of them to win the point. Again, that stability from Jack Wong in those full stretch positions, just caressing the ball. And that semi-final pickleball right there.
Both showing just how much they want this win. Not conceding a single point without a huge fight.
Six, 4.
Unfortunate miss hit there on the return for Trịnh. And almost managed to recover, but just a blistering drive there by Jack Wong.
Yeah, that's a classic backhand, really just getting up and over that ball, ripping it down the line. Gentlemen both taking plenty of time in between points now. The in-game timeout.
Great work there by Trịnh, spotting. He knew exactly where Jack was going with that ball. Ready and waiting on that one.
4-7.
Little fire there from Trịnh.
Then he just closes that gap, stays in touch here. Not going away.
So let Jack Wong really taking his time in between points here, just trying to conserve a little bit of energy. Another quick point here for Trịnh. He's starting to edge that a little bit closer. It's a 1-point game in the third match here, third game.
6-7.
And another error there for Jack Wong. Not sure if he has any timeouts left. Might have used them all up at this point.
7-7. Side out.
So Trịnh managing to get a little bit of net love, and then just a bit of a net disappointment on this second ball there. Just dripping into the net and down. So it's all tied up here at 7-7. Jack Wong to serve. Fighting hard for each
7-7.
point here, these gentlemen are. Just using the edge of the line there. I have to say I'm really impressed with the sportsmanship of these two gentlemen. There's been some really, really close calls. It could have gone either way, and they've both been really fair with their calls.
Yeah, and just ultimate respect, I think, for each other and each other's game.
And honestly, you don't really want to win on a dodgy sort of 50-50 call. You'd rather it be...
I think there's
Great
balls
play
that both guys have played that, you know, 50-50, as you said. Could call it out, could for the fact that they're putting the paddle on it, really trying to win the point off their own skill. And
Correct.
it just shows, and that's, you know, they start to get known as a player that's trustworthy and honest, and that's more than just, you know, winning matches. It's about that reputation as an athlete. So, now credit to both guys out here.
7-7.
All tied up, 7-7, 1-1. And semi-final, winner to go through, take on Vanchik PPA tomorrow in the gold medal match.
Side out.
Oh, and Trịnh there, potentially hitting an out ball, but hey, it was juicy. He wanted it. Sometimes it feels good for the soul to have the final blow there on your terms.
Yeah, and the unlucky guy that doesn't get through this match, they almost both deserve to be in that gold. They'll take on local hero Jimmy Wong, so that's going to be an absolute weapon of a match too. He's played some great pickleball this weekend.
Oh, and we have Trịnh skipping away. We've got a 1-point lead here. He's just dug that little bit deeper here.
Timeout.
This is the
And a
first time we've seen him
timeout
lead in
call.
a match now. We had the lead
1
in game
minute.
2, but this is the first time in the whole match that he started to edge ahead, so no surprise. Jack Wong not give him any sniff of advantage here to taking that timeout straight away.
Yeah, and this will be his last timeout. He's all out of timeouts. He's used his medical timeout, so this is his last chance to break any form of momentum that Trịnh has in this match in the pointy end. So Trịnh can close this out in 3 points. He's looking very focused right now.
His demeanour really hasn't changed throughout the whole match. Just sitting, feeling, as I said, really balanced, sipping water, not too much of the leg shaking, not too much remonstrating with himself. It seems to be a very, very measured young man in the way he's competing.
Absolutely. We even see that on the court, like for the most part. Obviously, he's super athletic, but once he gets to the kitchen, he just moves to sort of floats along that kitchen
15
line, very
seconds.
balanced.
Timeout
measured.
remaining. Receiver 0, server 1.
See some players in that position, they look really chaotic with arms and legs going everywhere, and that's just
Time.
not Trịnh. It's not his style.
8-7.
Goodness, so he actually got to the ball and just didn't quite get it over that little thing called the net, but just incredible play there. Just absolutely wants it so bad, getting down, hunting down every single ball, giving it everything he has left in the tank. Let's see what Jack Wong can do in response here. He's worked hard to get the side out.
7-8.
He's got 1 point to make up here. Oh, and the ball just drifting wide. So we're definitely seeing Jack Wong adopt more drives here as opposed to drops. I think it's just coming down to, yeah, like that mental fatigue. And trying to get a quick error, I think, out of Trịnh in the rally as opposed to having a 20-shot rally, because he's just, must be getting so exhausted at this point. There's another point on the board. He's just sniffing that little bit closer there for Trịnh. And with Jack Wong all out of timeouts, he's just having to take his time in between points, try and regain some composure. Oh, that's a great response.
Side out.
He's holding the quad, the left quad there. Bit of a limp happening for Jack Wong. He's absolutely down. Feeling it physically, but he's still fighting like a warrior here.
Again, you just don't know if that wounded opposition syndrome where you can look at it and maybe you start to make errors because you see your opponent. So, you know, again, Jack's just going to try and hang in there, I think, as long as he can. And if he does get through, tomorrow's a completely different day. The body can recover so well at times.
Yeah, it can be miraculous. Oh, he hooks the ball. Oh, and here we go. We've got a bit of a close line call here. And we've got Jack Wong leaning over. I'm hoping that Jack Wong can continue at this point. He's looking really, he's on struggle street right now. Giang Trịnh not happy with that line call. So we've got Jack Wong taking some
A bit of a glucose
patch here.
there. He's trying to get something into his muscles really, really quickly.
9-7.
Oh, so he actually has given the ball back to Trịnh, so he's actually overturned his own call there. But he does get the side out, but he is limping really bad at this point. He's absolutely going to need some quick points here. I can definitely see him going for the drive. He does not want to be dropping and having long points here. Looking like he's absolutely in full cramp mode here.
7-9.
Ace or nothing here, isn't it, Sarah?
And he's got probably a 30% pace serve.
Side out.
He's really hurting here. Respect to Jack for sort of battling on through everything that he's got going on physically in his body right now. He's really trying to keep going here, hold on as long as he can. And like you said, it can be a really rattling for your opposition. So also respect to Trịnh for managing to maintain his own composure here.
9-7.
And that ball is
out.
long. I have to say, Sanj, I almost suspect that Trịnh hit a slow serve there, almost out of respect for Jack.
Yeah, it's
an
incredibly tough position to be in. On the verge of a championship point here. Gets himself through to the championship match, I should say.
And there we have it for Giang Trịnh. What a warrior himself, absolutely battling through. battled through everything, using all their timeouts,
Oh,
and
look
they're
at the
going to lie
respect.
together. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful moment on the court here between these gentlemen. Oh,
They gave absolute respect out on the court every single point.
oh, he's going to lift him up.
I don't think
Oh,
Jack
my
wants
goodness.
to move. I think he's very happy to stay there for a little bit.
My goodness, these gentlemen have put on quite a show for us here this evening. An absolute respect for each other, which is so great to see after what an epic match. And the crowd is just so touched.
Yeah, we see the score cap there. Jian Trịnh 5-11, 11-7, 11-7. He outlasts Jack Wong here in the men's singles semi-final. And we will see both players tomorrow, but we will see Jian Trịnh in the gold medal match up against Vanchik Kapadia.
Yeah, incredible performance. Honestly, what a way to finish the play of events for this evening with a match like that. Obviously, we're very, sad for Jack Wong that it had to end under those conditions with his body clearly shutting down on him, but pure respect.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights, and there were plenty.